What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, October 2nd, 2017. And before we get this week started, let's check the crypto report, shall we? Alright guys, so crypto report. Still, just biding time. I got the little over 16K worth of loans out. 15K are yielding bonus interest rates. I might end up maybe changing up the crypto report. I don't know, I'm just not really feeling the mining anymore. Contemplating just dumping all my mining gear, and I don't know though. I don't know if that's the route I want to go for sure. But so I still got 8 miners, over 16K in loans, and I'm trying to think what else. So not a whole lot. I'm just right now I'm just kind of holding in my lending wallet my earnings. So, I don't know, I think I might have like $1,000 or so. Over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the rates were super, super low. Like 0.1 or something of a percent or less than that. Today's 1.44%. Tomorrow is going to be like 0.5%. So, not too bad. Not too bad. So, I'm just basically going to try to... I don't know. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just do like my other coworker said, and hold everything until I reach another 10K, and then kick off my other 10K loan immediately. Then I'd have, essentially like $26,000 lending out for a short period of time before those other 2 loans expire. That might work. So I'm already kind of basically holding on to everything, because Nico told me he might want to borrow like 3 or 5K worth of crypto. So that's also why I'm not like cashing anything out or anything like that. But right now everything's at an all-time high. Here's the way I'm looking at it is like, I might be able to buy the dips and all that type of stuff. So let's say Bitcoin crashes again. Let's say it goes to like 3,000, 3,200, whatever. If I have thousands of dollars worth of lending wallet just sitting there, I can convert it over to Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin goes back up to 25% again, that's massive. I can't go from Bitcoin back to the lending wallet, but what I can do is send the Bitcoin to Coinbase, like cash it out essentially, and then hold that cash in my like US dollar wallet on Coinbase. And that's secure. That's, almost like a vault or whatever you want to call it. So just a thought, but because it will take me 2-3 months to save up 10K worth of crypto. So probably 10 weeks at least. So by doing that, I'm sure there's going to be at least 1 crash in the middle there, maybe even 2. So buy low, sell high, and start, multiplying my money that way too. So Grant's party was awesome. Everyone loved it. We had more than enough food. So we had about 5 feet of sub sandwiches, 2 large pizzas, a huge chicken tray from Walmart. So they have like a trio: popcorn chicken, barbecue chicken, and then chicken tenders. we had dips and chips and salads, like macaroni pasta salad. Everything was pretty good. So I guess so Vicky and I had a talk for a while last night after she left and stuff, and I haven't really been treating her well. I've been so overwhelmed, overworked, tired, just everything going on, taking care of her, taking care of Grant, taking care of the house, and my work, my business, my crypto. I don't want to say I knew this would happen. I don't want to word it like that. What I want to say is, like, that was kind of my trade-off this year, was instead of being able to relax and do like a vacation and chill the fuck out, my option was to go hard. And I got to tone it down just a little bit, I think. Like, damn, I got to try to figure out a way to balance that so I can just go hard when I need to instead of like all the fucking time. So I need to work on that, or come up with some sort of outlet or something to vent or whatever. I don't know. But I'm realizing that this is wedding season. It's getting dark, and this is gonna fucking suck. There's no other way to put it. Like, I'm not gonna see the day of light. I'm gonna be driving nonstop, and that's just my reality. I need to stop, comparing my life to other people's life, or saying like I'm more stressed than Vicky or whatever. Because what she's dealing with and going through or whatever doesn't really matter compared to me. This is my reality. This is kind of what I created, and I gotta fucking deal with it. So if I can't deal with it, then I either gotta scale back or cut some shit out or whatever. But at the same time, I shouldn't be mistreating people or anything like that. So there's no excuse for it. It's just with the party and all that, I kind of was hoping for a little bit more help out of her and stuff, and she didn't really rise to the occasion. This was my party for Grant, and I was kind of looking at it more so as like our party. This isn't like a holiday where it's my parents are hosting it and we're just kind of there and maybe helping out a little bit here and there and whatever. This is my fucking party. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to assess the whole situation and all that, because I see what other people do with relationships with a kid and stuff, and like kind of like ours and all that, and it seems like the new partner or whatever kind of steps up. I don't want to say they become like a mom to your kid or anything like that, but I don't know. So some stuff's got to change, and mainly me. I gotta chill out. I think I gotta like shut down all the electronics and stuff when I'm hanging out with Grant and Vicky and family and people. Put down the games, all that type of stuff. It's just I'm so overwhelmed that like I shut down. So I like pull out my phone, play games, play on my phone, whatever, Facebook and shit. And I'm noticing Vicky does that a lot. And so when she pulls her phone out, then I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll just pull mine out. And it shouldn't really be like that. Like, she's on her phone a lot, but she's not on her phone a lot during the day. So it's kind of like opposite, where like at work, I don't have people, watching me or whatever, so I can be on my phone or Facebook and catch up with everything. But in the evening, she just wants to kind of chill and veg out, and I get it. So, full throttle. This is like massive turbo weather. It's like 68 degrees. It's cool. So I think I'm gonna stop talking about that. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm burned out, because I can't even say that. I got 2 more months of this shit, at least. But I apologize to her, and I'm gonna have to make it up to her, all that type of stuff. Yeah. So, love you, Vicky. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. It's a beast. Locking drawers, locking door. Got to finish assembling it. Even has a little power strip that's mounted on it. And I got rid of that huge tape library. Went all the way from this edge over to there. About 6 feet wide, 6 feet tall. And just got to do some more cleanup. And then I can move in a rack that we have outside there. And then, yeah, so very, 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 very cool. All right, what's happening, everybody? I am just getting out of work for the day, and yeah, I got some good stuff done today, so I'm feeling good. So I'm kicking off some uploads. I basically made a list and went through it and kind of got everything done that needed to be done. So let me think here. I also was able to work on my custom personal dashboard a little bit more. And I was like, you know what, it'd be nice to have like the value of Bitcoin and Ether on here. So I found a plugin that allows that for WordPress. I had to tweak it a little bit. They had a little like little fucking footer thing that was displaying, and I didn't like, so I had to modify the code a little bit. But I saw like today, like during the day, because it's on my dashboard now, that my work stock was up $2. It closed. It didn't close quite that high, but it was still like over $1 up. But it was pretty far down. So I got my work. I got a few stocks that I'm watching on my dashboard. I got Bitcoin and Ether values on the dashboard, and then I also have what else? So I started working on, I had this idea. I was like, man, it would be really, really nice if I could pull my, like my mining dashboards. So like, when I'm checking my dashboard, I can see like how many miners are active and stuff like that. So I worked on the code. I worked out the code on how to like pull the stats off the mining page into like the Google Sheets or spreadsheet. And then I'm basically have like 2 different mining wallets, I guess you could say. So some are like 390s. I got 3 390 cards still mining, and then my main rig is 5 1070s. So I have them mining to 2 different wallets just because I'm weird like that. So I have like a sheet, 2 different spreadsheets that pull the info down from each dashboard for the mining statistics, and then I have a third sheet that combines the 2 data, and it basically just adds together the number of miners, and then it also displays like my current hash rate or something like that. So I was like, okay, this is really cool, this is really nice. So then I was like, you know what, I need to figure out how to automate like refreshing that data that my like spreadsheets are pulling, because like the mining dashboards, those refresh like not live, but like when you refresh the page, you get the latest statistics. So I found out like there's a way to recalculate data in Google Sheets, and I turned that on and said, refresh it every minute and all that. Coming to find out that the what's it called? Sorry, I got somebody walking around my car here in traffic. Coming to find out that that refresh or recalculate option in Google Sheets does not cover the import XML function. So import XML is the program or the function that I'm using that imports the data. So I had to figure out a different and clever way to do it. So basically I set up a script that changes the URL in the import function every minute, and when the URL changes, then it'll refresh the spreadsheets. Now, what I haven't tested yet is, will that work if the spreadsheets are closed? Because I read somewhere that the spreadsheets like have to be open on your machine for them to be like able to constantly refresh. It would be freaking awesome if I could just either have it like refresh automatically, or every time I like refresh my dashboard page and it like goes and calls the data, it would refresh it then, or however. So I gotta test that out some more, but it's pretty badass. So I have stocks, the value of Bitcoin and Ether. I have my miner status, so number of miners and hash rate, current hash rate, and then I have like 4 and 5 are the weekly payout rates, daily, like basically how much daily income I'm making, and like a graph showing like the lifetime interest rate for BitConnect. So I'm getting there. I'm kind of like adding more and more features as I think of them and get time and all that, and refining it more and stuff. So I don't really like, I have like a line graph or something for the BitConnect daily payout, and you gotta like click on it or mouse over it or something to actually see what I'm getting paid daily. So I'm gonna have to change that interface somehow or another. Probably what I'll do is eventually I want to build in like automation. I want to make it so that the damn spreadsheet once a day can go in and pull down the daily rate for BitConnect and just do all the calculations itself, and then just throw it up on the website. So that's kind of where I'm moving towards. Not quite there yet, but right now I'm manually going in and changing some of the data still and all that. But I found out, I was trying to find like all these, obfuscated, complicated ways of adding Google Sheets onto like or into WordPress pages and stuff like that, and there's plugins and this and that. And then I was like, dude, there's got to be a fucking better way. So I literally, instead of like looking in WordPress, I just did a Google search and said, how do I add a spreadsheet to a website, a Google Sheet to a website? And then that's when I found out about there's like an option to like publish as HTML or something, and that allows like Google will like give you like the code that you just pop right into wherever you want, into your web page, website, whatever, and then WordPress just handles it from there. It's not that big of a deal. So it's not super sexy and all that, but it works. It's amazing. So it just gets down to trying to make it so that that data is refreshed and constantly updated. So when I refresh my dashboard, it's not old data or whatever. So yeah, that's about it. I went over my lunch break to Vicky's old place, and I pulled off, she had a floating shelf. I removed that from the wall of her, like above her fireplace. I removed the bracket for her TV. She was hanging it on the wall. And then I pulled down all the curtain rods and stuff like that too. So that should be all set. She's got that place for maybe about 1 more month or so. Tomorrow she's losing internet. So my main mining rig, it's going to go down. I got to fucking figure out what to do with that. I don't know. So either move it to her new place or somewhere else. I don't know. So I'm thinking about it, kicking around some ideas. Hate to get rid of it, but the power costs are so fucking much. I'm maybe making like $300. If you check yesterday's crypto report, you can see, but I'm maybe making like $300 a day, but or a month, I mean. But once you subtract power costs, is it really worth it? I don't know. So this is kind of just my brain dump for the day, but yeah, so I'm tired. Gotta go pick up Grant. Figure out the dinner situation and all that. So stay tuned for more.